Good morning. I am going to do a tutorial over removal and application of the Nal Envy nail wraps. So as you can see on this hand, I have an old set of Nal Envy, and today we're putting on the new Halloween ones, which I've already got on this hand. I'm doing it both on a natural nail and on a fake nail so that you can see the difference. First, you got to take them off, and I found these neat little things on Wish. So you just take your cotton, nail polish remover, saturate it, set it on the nail, because you have to kind of soak these off. They're like gel polish. And they've got to sit for a few minutes. And see, that holds it on. You don't have to sit here, and you can actually move your hand. Not that you can use it with these on there, but you don't have to sit there like a mannequin. It just takes a little piece of cotton from a cotton ball. Just unroll it and you tear your little strips off. And on my acrylic nail, it's a little longer. Just clip them on, just like that. You let them sit for a few minutes. I would suggest 5 minutes at minimum. And rather than make you sit here and stare at my hands, I'm going to pause the video for a few minutes. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Now we can take these off. Kind of pinch down and rub. Came right off. It really works good if you've got a way to just pinch those cotton balls down on your fingernails. I realized I had stuff under my nails. I thought I had them cleaned. I work on a vineyard, so a lot of this is stain from wine. We've been doing some work in the winery. A little bit still. The sculpts are a little harder to clean off for some reason. I think we got it all. Okay. All clean. Takes about 5 minutes, and they pretty well melt off if you've got a good quality nail polish remover. If it's natural nail, you can use an acetone base, but if you're using acrylics, of course, you can't use the acetone base because it'll damage your acrylic. Next, now that it's all off, you go back, push your cuticle back if it needs it, because the cuticles, you know, they won't allow it to adhere to the nail like it should. So you just go through there and you just push them back, a little orange wood stick or a cuticle pusher, whatever you happen to have. And on this one, of course, you know, I've got to do a fill-in, but there is a little bit of cuticle where it needs to be filled in. After that, you take your little file that comes with your nail kit, with the little nail set that they send you. It comes with an orange wood stick, a little emery board, and your alcohol pads. Everything you need to put these on and basically take them off. Everything but the fun devices and your remover. You go back and you rough your nail up. Not really hard, just enough to kind of take the shine off. It's just a little bit of an etching. Gives them something to stick to a little better. Sculpt nails or your acrylics, you don't have to do that with. There's no oil to worry about. And if there's any little bit of former wrap still on there, it'll help remove that too. And like I said, on your sculpt, you really don't need to. It has a little bit of product left on it. On your regular nails, your real nails, don't wipe over them with your finger like I just did on that sculpt. Just that puts oil back on it from your fingers. Take your little alcohol that she sends with them and go over each nail just to clean the dust off. Careful not to touch it with your natural finger. Like I said, I do it on the sculpt just to clean any dust off that might be on there. Now, you let them dry. And something that I would highly recommend, if I can find it, is to run to Sally's. And this right here is amazing. I don't know if you can. It'll zoom in on the name of it or not. It's a dehydrator anyway. And it's called Prep and Clean Dehydrant. And you get it at Sally's. It's like $10 for this bottle. But a tiny bit goes a long way. It'll help your wraps stay longer. It's not something you have to do because they stay really well without it. But once again, I work in a winery, so I'm messing with acidic fluids all day when I'm there, and grapes and everything else. So you just brush a little bit of this on, even on my little acrylic, and let it dry. It doesn't take long. And you can kind of see where it makes your nail look a little bit whiter because it's taken any of the oils out of it. Don't look too close at my nails, they are so stained. That's why I wear wraps. Now, after you've done all that, you take your wraps, which they come in a little package like this, and they've got instructions on the back. When you open them up, there is a little bit of a smell, but that's the nail polish, and it's because it's been sealed up in that package and it didn't get a chance to air out. So you take these and you decide which ones are the closest and which ones you want to put, because you can actually do it a little bit different. There's plenty of these. You'll probably get, if you're real careful, you can probably get 2 to 3 sets out of them, or 2 sets and some accent nails. They're even big enough you can put some on your fingers and some on your toes if you want to. But as you can see, I did most of them black except for this one, and I did it white. And that's probably what I'm going to do on this hand too. These are fantastic. They glow in the dark, and they're really neat. These are some of our Halloween ones, and they're running out. So if you, matter of fact, they may even be out of this one. I'm not sure. So you might want to order. But these pop off really easy, so you figure out which ones you want for which finger. And of course, I want this one for my middle finger. Thumb, or no, index finger, and a thumb. These do stretch a little bit, which is really good because my acrylics are a little bit wider than my natural nail, and it kind of distorts the picture a little bit when you have to stretch them, but it actually made it more fitting for Halloween. Now, you can do something called the tape trick. You can take your tape, pull off a piece, press it over your natural nail. This is how you can kind of save product on your wraps. You push it down, this way you can get your length and kind of an idea of the shape of your nail, which these are perfect shape for me, so all I really need to do is get a length on it. You can take it and draw all the way around your nail to get the right size if you don't think they're going to fit right. And then your length, which would be right here. Not real good at drawing. That would be my daughter. But it'll give you a general idea of what you need to do to make it fit. You can do it this way, and I'm going to show you another way that you can do it. This is actually the easier way. Peel it back off. Go here to your nail. Put it right at the base of the little curve. Lay it across there. And you see it's got this little tab right here that you can hold on to, but right here is the bottom of the nail that's supposed to go where your cuticle area is. So that's where you want to put the bottom of your permanent marker line. Take some trusty little scissors, and like I said, on these I don't have to cut the sides because these come out almost perfect on me. I have little fingers, so. But the length is a little too much, so I'll go and cut it just a little bit above. Let's put the curve the other way. A little bit above what I've got drawn on here, so it gives me a little extra room for error. You cut it right off, and then you take your tape, peel it off. There's a protective coating on these nails, so you're not going to hurt the nail by doing this. And the coating you're going to take off in a few minutes anyway. So now, take it. No, I think I was backwards on that, but it'll still work. I'll peel it back. I was backwards on it, but that's okay too. I'll show you the right way on the next one because I messed this up. Just press it down. And the part pops off. Press it down really good. And then I've got a little bit extra that needs to be trimmed off. You just take your scissors and follow your natural nail. Just like that. Then you can take this and kind of gently rub down on the end of your nail, and it'll cut off any of the excess. Just like that. Moving on to the next nail, I'll show you the other way that I did it. I found out you can take these, and like I said, it leaves you enough. I got the tape on this one. It leaves you enough that if you've got really short nails like I do, you've got enough to do it again. So therefore you can get 2 sets. And if you've got long nails, then it's a little bit different. Anyway, take this one. Like I said, it's got a protective coating, so you want to take it off, but not till after you've got it on your nail, because it helps. Get it peeled loose from your cardboard back. Try not to touch the sticky any more than you have to. Get it raised up. Sit it down on your nail. And this is the other way without doing the tape trick. I actually like this way better because I can get it more centered before I stick it down. And you press it down without taking it completely off of the cardboard. Because like I said, you want to try to get a second set out of these if you can. Your scissors. And trim right at the end of your free edge, which you can pretty well tell where that is. And like I said, I left it a little bit long, but once again, I have enough to do another nail because I have short nails, or a toenail. Move that out of the way, get this all pressed down where you want it. Find your the plastic coating and take it off. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. That comes off. Just throw it away. You're done with it. Make sure it's all pressed down good. All the way up to your free edge. Which I left a bunch on this one, because you can't really see it. You kind of have to guess what you're doing it that way. The tape trick is better if you're really wanting to save a lot. But anyway, you can just take it, trim it off. You need a really good pair of cuticle scissors for this. Good sharp pair. And you press it down. Make sure it's all down really good. And take this. I still have a little excess I didn't get. And do like I showed you on the last one, just kind of gently so that you're not getting your nail, just a wrap. It should pull right off. Make sure it's all pressed down really good. And there you go. There's your second nail. Now this one's a little more tricky, because you want to try to place your design right in the center. But once again, this is really the easier way for that. Peeled out. Get it centered. Press down a little bit. that off. Over there. Stick it in my finger. Okay. And see, this nail on me is really short, so he got a little bit of his top of his head. But that's alright. I cratered that nail a while back. It's just now getting some kind of edge on it. Press it down real good. I can just go on. So easy. Very quick. Doesn't take long. If you have acrylics, it takes even less time. If you get the colored acrylics, the ones that come already colored, and you've got like a event coming up, but you want your nails to match what you're wearing, you can find the right nail color of these wraps on the website, order them, and you can put them over your acrylic to change the nail color instead of having to go to the salon and say, hey, I need this nail color, can we change my nails? Because then they have to take the whole nail off, and it's a ordeal. When you can just sit there and for what, $9 instead of $30, change your nail color. And when you go to take them off, it doesn't hurt the acrylic nail color that was already on there. Yes. And on the acrylics, they basically peel off, and it doesn't hurt your nail because it's, once again, it's an acrylic nail. But they stay on really, really well. It just blows my mind because, you know, once again, I've got a job that my hands are in all kinds of stuff all day. Chemicals and grape juice, wine. Bouline wrench, matter of fact. So if you ever see that, definitely buy you a bottle. It is well worth it. My boss, Chuck Tordiglione, does a fantastic job. We've also got a tasting room out there. A little advertisement for him. Having a Halloween party out there on the 27th with a little bit of trick-or-treating for the kids. And can't get the plastic top off of that one. There it goes. All kinds of fun stuff. Live music. There's always something going out there on the weekends. It's just 5 miles outside of Hyco, Texas, on Highway 220. Yeah. One nail left to do. Now this one, because, you know, once again, it's a little wider. I don't know if I'll have to stretch it or not. I don't think I'll have to stretch it. But they do stretch a little bit, which makes it nice. Because some people have wider nail beds. Like I said, I've got really small hands, so small fingernails. Anyway, you take it just like the others. And on this one, because I know I'm going to have to move it a little bit, run it down this side, and then you can take it and stretch it over. Just by pulling it just a little bit. Get it stretched where you want it before you cut. And you just follow the line of your acrylic, cut it off. And there's still enough on there to do a toe. It'd probably been better if I'd cut it better, but you know. Press it all down real good. Smooth it out, make sure there's no lines or bumps, you can actually use your orange stick for some of that. Run it across there. Take your plastic cover off. This one, I got it actually almost perfect. You don't have to be as careful with an acrylic now. You can just saw it off. There you go. Like I said, when they get enough light, they glow really well. But that's all there is to it. And then you clean up. And you have enough left over to do at least another set. Of all the pieces. There's 18 wraps in that, I believe. It's either 16 or 18. I think that one's 18. And that's it. That's my video. If you're interested in buying, I will put my webpage in the comments. Thank you.